What's up, everyone? You know where I'm at today. I'm at the beach, family vacation. I have a lot of work going on, but I am taking the time to spend more time with my family. My daughter's 16, my son's 14, my other son's 9, which means we ain't got a lot of time to have these kind of family trips. Look at the sunrise. I've never walked on the beach for sunrise, and I thought today would be the day. And being that I'm spending all this time with my family, my daughter's starting her very important junior year of soccer in high school, where we start getting recruited. They're allowed to talk to her. My son Thomas is wrestling. Should be a varsity wrestler his first year as a freshman. Very proud of my kids. Actually turned on my phone this morning and Marc, my good friend Marc Smelly Bell, did a video with the Liver King. And the Liver King was talking about how he raises his kids, that he doesn't care when they grow up if they hate him, as long as they don't hate themselves. Because apparently, and again, I've gone on record as saying that I'm not sure if what the Liver King puts out is true. If he does all the time, and if he does, that's freaking great. Don't care. I just don't care about the Liver King. But this is a parenting video. And being that I follow Marc Bell and I don't follow the Liver King, and the Liver King was on Marc Bell's channel, I don't think I follow the Liver King. No, I don't. I should. I will, starting now. I don't follow much on social media. I only look at certain people. So he's got his kids lifting rocks, and a lot of people, including I believe Chris Duffin from Kabuki, have made public statements that what he does is over the top and borderline child abuse. Now, my parenting style is different. If you guys have seen my social media, have seen what I do with my kids, my daughter holds every state record in powerlifting for her age and weight. She's about to break it again in another weight class. She's dropping to 132-pound weight class, gonna break every record there. Probably go to nationals. My son, 14-year-old son, same thing. My daughter's a phenomenal soccer player. Has a state championship ring for the highest division in Tennessee from when she was a freshman on the varsity team. Last year, played every minute, helped lead her team to a regional championship. Missed out on state by a couple placings they lost. They got knocked out. But, you know, my son, he's a stud. You know, my younger son, first year of football, plays soccer, wrestles. So my parenting style is pretty simple. I don't want my kids to hate me. Like the Liver King's okay. That's not okay with me. I want my kids to love me, but I also want them to know that I'm the dad and I'm the one in charge and I call the shots. However, last night we had a full day of sunlight and walked. I think we did Preston had 30,000 steps because he has those little ass legs. My kids and I went to the gym before we started the day. But you know, my son had Eggo waffles for dinner because Eggos are freaking delicious, right? Whereas for training, I never forced my kids to train. I never made them work out to get dinner or to be able to do stuff. My kids work out because I lead by example, because they see me train, because they see my wife train. So they don't know any better but to work out. It's what we lead by example of. So my kids, I don't even soccer. I never played soccer, right? But my kids only know, can't walk this way, the wind. My kids only know activity. So they naturally did it and they love it. My fear is what we saw with little Hercules, or what we see with a lot of kids who are forced into a life they don't like, is that these kids will grow up, they'll hate their dad, they'll rebel, and they'll become drug addicts and alcoholics. Or at the least case, they'll rebel and just eat donuts all the time. That's the best case scenario. in these situations where things are forced on kids, generally it doesn't end that well. Leading by example is one thing. Leading by force is another thing. But it's not child abuse. I go to the grocery store and I see these parents with these obese ass kids filling their carts with garbage. That's child abuse. Feeding your kids whole natural foods and having them exercise is not child abuse. It's just his way of parenting. And it's his kids. Who am I to tell him how to raise his kids? People probably think I raise my kids incorrectly. So at the end of the day, do I think what the Liver King is doing to raise his kids is the right way? Who am I to say? I have my parenting style, he has his. However, to say that what he's doing is child abuse, that's insane. That's insane. But I'll tell you this, you'll never hear me saying that I don't care if my kids hate me. I want my kids to love me, but I want them to respect me, and I want them to listen to me, and I want them to take my advice. Because when your kids turn 18, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. You're no longer the iron fist of the house. That's my advice. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Do you think the Liver King's a child abuser? Or do you think he's just a great dad? Or do you think everything we're seeing is all one big fucking act? Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video. I'm spitting. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell. Remember, that's not a game.